Alright guys, here is another 10 map. So we'll be doing channel, courthouse, lair, cursed crypt, orchard, sunken city, ashen wood, ghetto, canyon, and foundry. Let's go.
Put you out of your misery.
The fight must never end!
I'm not up to that.
Great Tethers! My favorite outcome. At least try to hold my attention. Shadow, rise and fight! The pleasure, overflow too quickly. Time to be born. Witnessing a good kill is the only cure. Resist the assault! Intermittent rage, I know relief, a veil of safety and security. Show me true combat. This will be a pleasing battle. Temporal tears. Grip of the infinite. Single challenges can be crushed.
My mana is gone.
My intermittent rage only knows relief when I witness a good battle. Hi, sweet, sweet, sweet. A contest of rules and tight tethers. An invitation to a vibrant display of
We do not tolerate selfish malice. I faced death before.
The fight must never end. Mortal flesh is so fallible. Stop and hunt. I will never tire of this. I already know the winner. Stupid vitality room. My favorite outcome.
Okay, completed another 10 maps, so let's just do a quick review. The first one is channel. Okay, channel is a very linear straight map. To some players, right, it might actually be a bit confusing. Okay, but actually it is very straightforward. Alright, there's a very high density of monster in channel, so it's about 641 on average. It has the card humility, so usually if you are not doing chaos recipe or you are playing probably some solo self-found, you want to farm for tabula rasa or something, channel is actually a good map to run. Okay, if it's at the start, like either a tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 map, then it's pretty good. Alright, the ratings is actually very good. Like I mentioned, the paths are very narrow, it's very linear, and it makes it very easy to kill monsters. Like you can just go walk really fast, and then after that there will be one pack of monsters you kill, and then you just go forward again and there will be another pack of monsters. If you see my gameplay, you will know it's actually very straightforward. Alright, next we have courthouse. So courthouse, I do not really know how to put this map type because there are like rooms and then there's like a big square area or something like that. So I have actually labeled this as linear, but then the map layout is straight. It's square, sorry, it's square. And there's about 522 monsters, not the worst. I have labeled this as average only. it has actually a decent pack of monsters, okay, but it might be bad for some of the mechanics. So stuff like, let's say in the corridor, okay, so example for the corridor, if you actually are doing, let's say, expedition, and the expedition spawns on or in the corridor, is very bad because it's very narrow and linear and you won't get the best out of the expedition mechanic. Okay, same goes for breach, legion and stuff like that. That's why it's not very good. However, if it spawns on the square area, the square section, then it is actually good. So it's a 50-50 over here, and I didn't label this as good because yeah, there is a little bit of RNG involved. Okay, next is lair. So lair is a very linear straight map. Okay, it has 591 monsters. It's surprisingly a lot. And I have labeled this as good. Okay, it's really very good. I think this map has very been underrated. Okay, I really do not know what else to give, but it's just simple and straight. It's really just simple and straight, and he has the scout and proud of the first one. If you do not know what is proud of the first one, it's a card that gives Pharaoh's Fur. Okay, Pharaoh's Fur should be quite expensive even on League Start or even not on League Start. It should be generally, it should generally give you a decent amount of chaos. So that's why it's included here. Next is Curse Crypt. So Curse Crypt is a linear square map. It has about 500 monsters on average only. Okay, I have labeled this as bad. Actually, I wanted to label this as very bad, but I realized this is not as extremely bad as the other maps that are similar to Curse Crypt, because they will have area where it's slightly bigger and you can clear monsters slightly better. Okay, and the boss is just very easy to clear. Yep, so it is still bad for me because there are too many rooms, there are too many dead ends. You know, when you go to the edges, you gotta wait for when you hear the spiders like hissing and then starting to come out, you gotta wait for the goddamn spiders to climb up before you can start killing them. And this is not efficient in my own opinion. Okay, next is Orchard. Orchard is a white square map. It has a lot of monsters, alright, so 628. It has some pretty good divination cards. However, the map is bad because there are just too many walls. The map is actually very big, and you have to clear some of the corners where the pack of monsters spawn, and some of the corners are very not visible. So on the map, you might actually see like maybe there's this small little square, right? But it's very hard to determine where is the opening of this small little area. And if you go into the wrong direction, you might actually see that it's being blocked by a big wall or like those grass walls or something like that. So you have to go one big round, and it can be a little bit annoying. Alright, next is Sunken City. Okay, Sunken City is a linear straight map. Okay, it has a lot of monsters. It's like 655 on average. Okay, but to me, I was debating on whether to put this on average or bad, but I have actually decided that this is a bad map. Okay, why? The map is actually very linear. Okay, it's very straightforward. It's just simple. But then when you encounter some of the map layouts where you're at a fork road, all right, and you, let's say there's either left or right, right? So you decided to go left, and you kill the monsters along the way, and you just continue killing until you reach one long dead end, and you will be like, oh my god, I killed so many pack of monsters and this is a dead end. You have to walk all the way back to the fork road, and you gotta go the other side. So actually, if you walk towards the dead end, right, it's a good thing. Okay, it is a good thing, because if you were to walk towards the direction of the boss and you found out after going in deep that, hey, I actually didn't completed that portion of the map, you gotta run all the way back, and in that fork road you have gotta clear the other side, and it's a long dead end. And this is very annoying, right? Imagine when you are already near like maybe 3/4 of the map, and you realize there's one portion of the map at the start, maybe during the first 1/4 of the map, where you actually have not done one of the fork road, one of the pathways, and yeah, you just got to walk all the way back. Plus, the boss has 2 phases. It's annoying. It's very annoying. I really hate bosses with 2 phases. It just wastes a lot of time. Alright. Next, we have Ashenwood. Okay, Ashenwood is just a white square map. It has about 560 monsters. Yeah, it's just a very average white map. Okay, it's just a very average white map. However, the map is actually a little bit dark. So I have encountered map layouts, right, that actually has those, I wouldn't, should I say zombie monsters? Yeah, zombie monsters. Those human-like monsters that actually walk really very slow. Alright, they walk really very slow, and the map is dark and they are black in color. Like, holy crap, you can't even see any animation. They are like literally black from top to bottom, and sometimes they are like moving so slowly behind a tree you cannot even notice them, so it's very hard to see sometimes. Yeah, other than that, it's just actually a just very wide map, very easy to clear. You can just go in clockwise or anti-clockwise. The boss is always at the middle of the map, and it's pretty simple actually. But other than the dark thing, this map will actually be quite good. Okay, next is Ghetto. Ghetto is a white square map. It has 581 monsters, alright? Has Dying Anguish. But gosh, this map, to me, I feel this is just very horrible. First of all, this is the only map that actually goes up and down and up and down and up and down so many times. And if you thought like probably Grave Through is bad, like going, there's 2 levels, right? But Grave Through is just going up once. This is constantly going up and down. There are too many levels, too many small little hills. There are just too many different pathways to go. It's very chaotic, it's very messy, and there are some dead ends. It makes you feel very dizzy to play and to do this map. So the moment when I do the second map, right, second Ghetto map, my brain is already very tired from this already. Like I really feel like giving up. Yeah, so it's really that horrible for Ghetto. And we have Canyon. Canyon actually used to be one of my favorite maps. Okay, so it's a very wide map, but it's a straight map. It's just a one direction map. It has 483 monsters on average. I did not include any divination card. There's really no good divination card. If it's last time, I'll probably include the Cosplay Malays card. Okay, it only drops on the boss. But otherwise, it's still a good map. Okay, like I mentioned, it's a wide one direction map. It is good to fit in all sorts of content mechanics. You want Breach, Legion, Expedition, what else is there? Blight, it will just open up a lot of paths. It's really very good. Right? There's really nothing bad about this map actually. Maybe other than the fact that there are some big rocks that might block you, but it's just one big chunk of rock. Just one big chunk of rock. Other than that, it's really very good. Okay, last we have Foundry. So Foundry is a linear square map. It has 616 monsters, pretty decent, but I felt that the map is bad because there are just too many small little rooms and there are too many detours. Okay, there are just so many rooms in the map, right, that you might not know which direction you're gonna go. Okay, probably for those players that have done Foundry, maybe, I don't know, you have done like 100 maps of Foundry, you might be very familiar with the map. But if it's the first few times, you realize that, hey, the map is actually very confusing because there are too many rooms. Okay, so you gotta like just weave through the map over and over again, and sometimes weaving through the map does not help. Okay, there will be like one small little room at one of the edges that is not connected, and you have to go in and clear, and that will mean that it's a dead end, it's a detour, you gotta walk the other side. Right, and yeah, other than that, actually the boss is okay, it's perfectly fine, it's just a little bit confusing. That's why I label it bad. So yeah, what do you guys think about these 10 maps? Do you have any favorite ones? Let me know. Okay, that comes to the end of this video. So if you have any questions, do join the Discord and I will try to answer your questions. And if you like my video, do remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next one.